Okay, so right here we have a really cool plant. This is Tilandsia usneoides. This species is native to the southeastern United States. It's native as far north as North Carolina, and it's native as far south as Florida and Texas. It loves high humidity, um, and I believe it does tolerate a tiny bit of frost and cold, of course, but of course it probably doesn't like that much cold. It is a subtropical plant, although out of all the Tilandsia is probably one of the most cold hardy, because those areas definitely do get some freezes sometimes. Anyway, it's in the family Bromeliaceae, so it's actually in the same family as pineapples, which is really interesting. And some Tilandsias do kind of look like pineapple tops, so that's pretty cool. And so a lot of people often think that there's something wrong with these because they have these little hairs and stuff, and they look kind of like white or kind of like a lightish green. So a lot of people sometimes mistake them as being sick or dying or something, but in reality, it's actually completely normal and healthy. So these Tilandsias, they actually don't have any roots, and they actually absorb their water and their nutrients straight from the air and humidity and rain and stuff. So that's how they get their water, and they actually need those little hairs called trichomes to absorb that water. So that's kind of like their roots. It also can reflect sunlight and help cool them down to help prevent water loss as well, because they do grow in, as I said, the subtropical southeastern United States. That's where they're native to. So it would make sense. They would want to kind of stay cool, especially during a drought or anything like that. Yeah, they're really cool plants. They are super interesting, beautiful, very, very common. I remember when I went to Florida, I saw them growing literally everywhere, but they are just such beautiful, amazing plants native to the southeastern United States. Here in Michigan, I'm just growing them inside, but if you lived in one of those states, you could definitely grow these outside, of course. Yeah, they're just really beautiful, really cool. Another thing is a lot of people actually think they hurt the plant that they're growing on, like the tree, but they actually don't. They don't parasitize the tree at all. They don't take anything from the tree. The only thing the tree is for them is just something to grow on, just something to anchor themselves to. Yeah, so they don't hurt the tree they're growing on. And some people I've heard say, oh, well, you can see them more on dead trees, and the reason that is just simply because there's less leaves and branches, so it's a lot easier to see them, and maybe they get more light, so maybe they grow a little faster on a dead tree, but they don't kill the tree, they don't hurt the tree in any way. They're very neutral. They're an epiphytic plant, so they completely survive in the air. They reproduce by fragments breaking off, or they can also reproduce by seeds. So the seeds basically are kind of like dandelion seeds, and they kind of float around in the air. Then they stick to like a tree or something, and then they root and grow and sprout and turn into a new plant. So pretty cool, wonderful native plant to the southeastern USA. And to grow it inside, if you don't live in a hot climate, you can just simply use a little zip tie like I have here. Then you can hang it in front of a window, and then you can just take a spray bottle and just mist it every few days. And yeah, pretty cool. Very wonderful plant, super cool. So yeah, just want to share that with you guys. Hopefully you guys learned something, and yeah.